Ecclesiastes 4 and 4 says this, and I saw that all toil and all achievements spring from one person's envy of another. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Today, I want to ask the question of what drives your life? Everyone's life is driven by something. Many people are driven by guilt. Guilt driven people are manipulated by memories. They allow their past to control their future. They sabotage their own success. When Cain sinned, his guilt disconnected him from God's presence. And God said, "You will be a restless wanderer on the earth." That's what God said to him. That describes what most people today are doing, wandering through life without purpose. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of our past. He turned a murderer named Moses into a leader and a coward named Gideon into a courageous hero. God specializes in giving people a fresh start. Think about that today. Many people are driven by resentment and anger. They hold on to hurts and never get over them. Instead of releasing their pain through forgiveness, they rehearse it over and over in their minds. Resentment always hurts you more than it does the person that you resent. Think about that today. Those who have hurt you in the past cannot continue to hurt you now unless you hold on to the pain through resentment. The Bible says to worry yourself to death without resentment would be foolish. To worry yourself to death with resentment is foolish. It's a senseless thing to do. Many people are driven by fear. These fears may be a result of a traumatic experience, unrealistic expectations, and so on. Regardless of the cause, fear driven people often miss great opportunities because they're afraid to venture out. They play it safe, they avoid risk. Fear is a self imposed prison that will keep you from becoming what God intends for you to be. Mm. Many people are driven by materialistic things. Their desire to acquire becomes the whole goal of their lives. This drives them to always want more. And the more is based on the misconceptions that having more will make them more happy, more important, and more secure. Think about that. All three ideas, all three ideas are untrue. Mm. What is driving your life today? Self-worth and net worth are not the same. Your value is not determined by your valuables. And God says the most valuable things in life are not things. Real security can only be found in that which we can never be taken from you. Your relationship with God. That's where the value is. That can never be taken from you. That's why it's important that daily you invest in that relationship with God. Many people are driven by a need for approval. They allow the expectation of parents or spouses or teachers or children, friends to control their lives. Many adults are still trying to earn the approval of unpleasable parents. Mm. Others are driven by peer pressure, always worried about what others might think. They will those who follow the crowd get lost in it. I'll say that again. Those who follow the crowd will get lost in it. Being controlled by the opinion of others is a guaranteed way to miss God's purpose for your life. Mm. Jesus said, no one can serve two masters. Today, I want to give you some benefits of a purpose-driven life. I want to give you some benefits of purpose-driven living. And the first thing is knowing your purpose gives meaning to your life. We were made to have meaning. And without meaning, life has no significance. With meaning, you can bear almost anything. Without it, nothing is bearable. The greatest tragedy is not death, but life without purpose. Think about that. Number two, knowing your purpose simplifies your life. It defines what you do and what you don't do. Your purpose becomes the standard. Listen to me. It becomes the standard that you use to evaluate which activities are essential and which are virgin. Without a clear purpose, you have no foundation on which you base decisions, allocate your time, and use your resources. People who don't know their purpose try to do too much, and that causes stress, fatigue, and conflict. But the Bible says, you, Lord, give perfect peace to those who keep their purpose firm and put their trust in you. The Bible says, knowing your purpose focuses your life. Think about that today. Knowing your purpose focuses your life. It concentrates your efforts and energy on what's important. You become effective by being selective. Woo! You become effective by being selective. Without a clear purpose, you will keep changing directions, jobs, relationships, churches, or other things, hoping each change will settle the confusion or fill the emptiness in your soul. The Bible says, don't live carelessly, unthinkingly, making sure you understand what the master wants. Make sure you understand what your purpose is today. What drives your life? The men and women who have made the greatest difference in history were the most focused. Apostle Paul almost single-handedly spread Christianity throughout the Roman Empire. His secret was what? A focused life. He said, I am focusing all my energies on this one thing, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead. If you want your life to have impact, focus it. Woo. Knowing your purpose motivates your life. Purpose produces passion. Nothing energizes like a clear purpose. Knowing your purpose prepares you for eternity. You weren't put on earth to be remembered. You were put here to prepare for eternity. Living on purpose is the path to peace. What drives your life? Isaiah 26:3 says, you, Lord, give perfect peace to those who keep their purpose firm and put their trust in you. Today, on this Thursday morning, I ask the question, what is driving your life? Is it your purpose, or is it worldly things? Is it your purpose, or are you trying to get more and more so that you can be included in the group? What's driving you? What's most important? What are you focused on day in and day out? Think about that today. What drives your life? And be blessed.